Boom, welcome back, boys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another episode of your favorite FPL series, Fantasy Unlocked. Welcome back to the channel for game week number 10. Before we get into the fixtures and the team selection, I need to talk about what happened last week, boys. We need to talk about this because it was mad. It was mad. Let me just pull up the points from last week. Last week, in the last video, actually, I spoke about the fact that I thought I lost this game week, honestly, because of the 4-point deduction and obviously Lukaku's injury right before Norwich, and Timo Werner being injured, and Rafinha not possibly being available, and there's so many things going that could have gone wrong for that game week. But we made it out alive, and we hit the jackpot on our way up as well. Honestly, what a game week that was. We racked up 110 points. Crazy. My personal best so far. But I have Salah and Mason Mount to thank for that. Salah and Mason Mount both getting hat-tricks in both their fixtures. Obviously, Mason Mount bagging in 3 goals against Norwich City in that 7-0 thrashing, and Salah bagging in the hat-trick for Liverpool at Old Trafford, which is crazy 5-0 victory there. And yeah, also Arnold gets me 10 points. Livramento scored a goal, got me 9 points as well. Jesus got an assist, and Antonio, I think, got a goal, and Antonio got scored the winner, so he gets bonus points as well. Happy days. Guaita kind of disappointed me, Cancelo disappointed me, Alan, Rafinha, Sarr. Alright, I mean, I'll take that honestly. But yeah, puts me up at 5th in the league right now, in the local league, for which you can probably join in if you want. The link for which will be down below in the description. But let's look at the coming fixtures, man. Speaking of game week number 10, because these are some good fixtures. You know, there's a difference when I think I spoke about this in a previous video, I think, but basically there's a big difference between a good Premier League game week, or a good Premier League fixtures versus good FPL fixtures. I'll tell you the difference right now. When I talk about good Premier League fixtures, what I mean is like the big teams playing against the big teams, like two big teams clashing, Clash of Titans kind of situation. But a good FPL game week is one where the big teams are playing the small teams, and so you can predict who's going to score or which team is going to win fairly easily. And that's what's going to happen in this game week, because the top 3 teams of the league, the big teams in the league right now, Liverpool, City and Chelsea, all are playing some relatively decent teams and very favorable fixtures. And so if you are looking to bring in some players, look to bring in players from these 3 teams. Definitely will help bolster your squad right now. But yeah, let's look at the fixtures. We have some alright fixtures. Starting off on Saturday, Leicester Arsenal, which is much more trickier to predict because Leicester on a good way. Arsenal have now recently found form, and obviously they rested a lot of players in that midweek game against Leeds, so you expect them to come full force for this game. Leicester have been playing well so far, and so it's going to be very difficult to try and predict this one. But Jamie Vardy definitely on everybody's radars right now, as well as Emile Smith-Rowe because of that great performance last week, and maybe Saka. Saka's a little more reliable option, if I'm being quite honest. Burnley, Brentford. Brentford. I will come to Brentford later on. We have Liverpool, Brighton, City, Crystal Palace. Like I said, the 3 big teams are playing very, very favorable fixtures, and Chelsea, Newcastle. Spurs United, which is going to be crazy to watch. Watford, Southampton, I missed that. Norwich, Leeds, Aston Villa, West Ham, Wolves, Everton. Not bad fixtures on Sunday. But I don't know if I'm going to spend my time watching those fixtures. But let's move on with the team selection, because I have some strong decisions that I have made that I need to inform you about. Alright, so I have taken an 8-point deduction, for which I will give you 3 reasons for as we go along with this team selection. But as you can see, 3 new players in the squad as well. Squad values at 97.7. Can't complain. 2.9 million in the bank as well. Let's start off with the goalkeeper, and he's my first reason why I took the 8-point deduction. I brought in Melier because I have right now Guaita and Sanchez from Brighton as my two keepers. Now Sanchez is coming up against Liverpool, and Liverpool are playing at home, so it's definitely not going to be a good day in the office for Sanchez. Guaita is coming up against Manchester City at Etihad. So that's not going to end well. It's not going to end well at all for the Crystal Palace that day. So definitely don't want Guaita to be in that team. So Melier is doing decently well. Leeds is not performing that well, honestly, but I think the fixtures that they have coming up are really good, very favorable fixtures. And I think this could be a good chance for them to find some form and Melier to keep a clean sheet for once. Let's move on to, actually, what are the other options you can buy? Edouard Mendy is a good option. He's leaving for AFCON very soon, and I think 1 month. I'm not sure entirely. Edouard Mendy is a good option. Salah from Wolves is another good option. Yeah, I don't know if any other good options. Alisson maybe, if you're looking to spend that much on a keeper. But yeah, let's move on to the defense right now. I have Cancelo, Arnold, Livramento, and Chilwell. Chilwell being another reason why I took that 8-point deduction. He's in red hot form, man. He's in red hot form. It's very difficult to pinpoint who's going to start for Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. And Chilwell has probably signed the papers to set in stone right now that he's starting in left back at least for the upcoming games. He's been performing very well. 4 goals in 4 games for club and country. Beautiful stuff, all bangers. And Chilwell, man, he's in red hot form, and so his price is going to be going up very soon, if not already. A lot of players are bringing him in, so might as well get him before it's too late. And that's why I took that hit as well. Livramento obviously prepaid me in bundles last week, grabbing 9 points by scoring a goal for Southampton. This week playing Watford, which is not a bad team to play against, and he can do well. Finding himself in very advanced positions is very good for him. He's a very attack-minded fullback, and Chelsea produces high quality players, man, and he's just another product from the academy that's proving to be top Premier League quality. Arnold, obviously, I'm Mr. Reliable in defense right now over this season for FPL players. He's been consistently getting clean sheets, getting points, assists. He's been doing bits for FPL players. He's been one of my mainstays in this team. Definitely not take him out. Cancelo slowly becoming one of those players. He is very all-round, an all-rounder kind of player. Defending is very decent. Attack is excellent. Finds himself in damn good positions, and obviously he finishes chances when he gets it. He is an excellent player with favorable fixtures coming up, so he gets in for sure. Other options you can look at Janssen. Janssen's a good option. If you're looking at bringing in bargain players, Janssen's that player. Laporte, if you want to look at Brentford have some decent fixtures coming up. Look at some players from there. Laporte is another player if you're looking for a big kind of big money player. Van Dijk, Ruben Diaz. Rudiger is an excellent option. Rudiger is a damn good option. I would definitely suggest Rudiger. And Reece James right now, because Azpilicueta it's been told that Azpilicueta has picked up an injury, and so Reece James is very likely to start at right wing back for Chelsea against Newcastle. Reece James is definitely someone you want to pick up ASAP. Let's move on to the midfield. Right now, I've gone with the midfield 3 of Sarr, Mohamed Salah, and Mason Mount. Sarr is the only odd one, dicey one right now. I might switch him up for Rafinha if Rafinha is fit, because right now I think he's still out injured. I'm waiting for the press conference from Bielsa to confirm whether he's going to be playing or not. And so if that's the case, then Rafinha definitely gets in for Sarr. Sarr has kind of dropped off in the last few weeks, and goals have been coming from other places. But he's still a really good player. Obviously, with the new management, it's going to be a little difficult to get back to good form. But he's a good player. He's definitely going to find form very soon. Mohamed Salah, man, no words. No words for this guy. Undroppable. I saw some stats that I think like 9% of people don't, or 19% of people don't own Salah, which I find insane. I don't know what you lot are doing, honestly. You need to bag this guy. I mean, he's quite expensive now, 12.9, which is you've missed the bus and more. This was Bruno Fernandes last season, by the way. Just super reliable. You know you can just play him every single week and he's going to rack you up some mad points. And that's what Salah is this season. He's in red hot form, one of the best players in the world right now. You know, we can have a debates about that, but I think he's personally the best player in the world right now. Tops Benzema even. And yeah, I think he's doing super well for Liverpool. Liverpool have probably set themselves up for a very good title race this season, and with Salah right at the helm of things. Mason Mount is another player that I have. Obviously, I think Kai Havertz for this game week is a better option, but you know, he could do anything. Mason Mount right now is in some decent form. Obviously scoring a hat-trick at the weekend will probably give him a lot of confidence. After a very long time he's scoring, so it should give him some good confidence to go on and score some more. He needs to add goals and statistics to his list. And yeah, I think against this decent, or not decent actually, a fairly okay Newcastle side, I think he'll do well. Other replacements for him, yeah, you could buy you could buy Kai Havertz. You could get Son. Phil Foden is another really good option who I highly recommend. Anyone from Man City, Bernardo Silva, Grealish, they're really good options right now. Anyone from Chelsea, Kovacic is another guy. He averages apparently 5 points a week. Super underrated in real life and in FPL. Buemo from Brentford is another guy who's been bagging some decent points, but I think he's injured for the next 2 weeks, so maybe buy him now and then bring him and sub him on later on, so that you can miss the price rise. Okay, let's move on to the front line. For now, we have Jesus, Antonio, and Tony being the third reason why I've gone with that 8-point deduction. And Brentford have brilliant fixtures. They have been super unlucky in the last few fixtures not to win. I mean, not the League Cup. They won the League Cup last night against Stoke, but they lost against Leicester, they lost against Chelsea, they drew against Liverpool. Super unlucky not to get anything from those games. And I think now with the fixtures coming up, Burnley, they have Norwich, Newcastle, Everton, Tottenham, Leeds, Watford, United. Very good fixtures for them, man. And I think Ivan Toney is going to be right there in the mix, scoring goals, getting assists, doing his thing. And so I needed to get him into my team ASAP. Antonio, he's been a mainstay in this team for a very long time, right from the start of the season, if I'm being quite honest. He has been scoring winners. He's been scoring goals consistently. Definitely a top striker. I think he's got the most amount of points in the league as a striker as well. And then we have, last but not least, Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus, he's a good player, and I think he gets underappreciated in this Man City team with the big names that they do have. But playing off the right wing and still managing the amount of goals and assists that he's got this season, incredible. So I mean, in a team with so many different players with no real striker, I think I'd give a chance to Gabriel Jesus, the false striker, to bag in a goal or so for me. But yeah, this is the team I have right now. Rafinha, as you can see, is on the bench. He's marked in yellow because obviously he's unsure whether he's going to be playing or not. But as soon as I know, I'm going to be making the switch. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That is the end of the video for today. If you are new to the channel and you kind of like this content, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. FPL videos come out the same place, same time every single week, so make sure you tune in for that if you are a regular supporter of the channel. And you just know that I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for the constant support. Make sure to drop a like as well. It helps the channel out and lets me know that you can like this content and I should be making more of this. And yeah, tune in next week, same place, same time.